I'm good. This has a pretty good. This actually has 200 milligrams caffeine in it. But
I got some upper deckies in here if you want one. They're just the caffeine pouches. 200 milligrams per pouch.
what are they flavored like?
One's root beer,
Ugh.
wintergreen, berry, like blue raspberry, and then the other one is fruit punch.
Now, how many milligrams caffeine
200 per pouch.
per pouch?
Yeah, yes, sir.
Jeez Louise.
That's the only reason why I justified buying it. Because I was like cost comparing it in my head with like energy drinks.
Mm-hmm.
A 4-pack of those is less than like a pack from like Sam's Club.
How many pouches come in the pack?
15. So there's 60 pouches in a 4-pack.
I mean, it's certainly more caffeine
Yeah.
for the buck. Yeah.
4 of them at a time. Just
every
two
corner of your mouth has one of those
then one
pouches
under your tongue.
That's some bullcrap that I would have done during youth events back in the day.
Oh gosh, yeah.
For sure.
100.
Yeah. There was one of those lock-ins that we had. I'm pretty sure I consumed 6 white monsters over the course of one lock-in. And I was like, when we got to the end of the lock-in, I was jazzed. I was like still so excited to be there.
It's like the one doctor in Meet the Robinsons with the caffeine patches.
Yeah. He rolls up his sleeve. There's like 50 of them on there.
Just like screams, smacks themselves, and like, okay, I'm good.
Yeah. We had volunteers showing up that morning to help us tear down from the lock-in and stuff and like reset the church. And they were like, "Are you good, bro?" I don't know. I feel great.
Just mainlining monster.
Yeah. Yes, but in like 2 hours, I'm going to die.
Dude, I had to coach a soccer game after a lock-in one year. Like little kid soccer.
Well, you knew what my routine was back in the day that I would get to the church the morning of the day of the lock-in,
right,
at like 10 a.m. because you and I were in there like spray painting stuff one of the years. But I'd get in there like 10 a.m., set everything up, like make sure everything was good to go, run the lock-in that night, stay until everything was put away, do the recap video, like falling asleep at my desk, because there were a bunch of times where I'm pretty sure I lost like 15, 30-minute windows where I'm dead serious. I'm sitting there editing, and then I would wake up, like jolt awake, and I'm still sitting in the same spot.
What year is it?
Yeah. But I would jerk awake and be like, okay, I'd get up, go to the gym, shoot basketball for a few minutes, and like run a lap to get my heart rate back up.
Yeah.
Go sit down, edit some more till I fell asleep again, do it again. So I would spend like hours. I don't remember how many hours I would spend, like 4 or 5 hours at the church going through that process, just keeping myself awake. And then I'd leave there, drive to the grocery store, get ingredients to make dinner, because as long as I was up and moving, I was okay.
Right.
And so I'd get ingredients and all that kind of stuff. I'd come home, cook dinner, eat with the family, take a shower, and then hit the bed at 7 p.m. on Saturday night. So this was, woke up at like 9:30 on Friday morning.
Right.
Went to bed 7 p.m. on Saturday night, and I wouldn't wake up until 7 a.m. on Sunday morning. So 12 hours straight of just sawing logs. It was awesome. It's a good night's sleep.
I mean, the last one that we did, I was great up until like 4 o'clock when I sat down.
Yeah.
And then it was all over.
Oh, yeah.
Like as soon as I sat down, I'm just like...
Yeah. As long as you're moving, like that's the whole thing. I was like, it's kind of like that. What's his face? We talked about him in the last episode or episode before last. We mentioned his name because you couldn't remember his name. Imo, yeah, thanks. Imo Koivovic or whatever his name was.
Right.
You just
skiing.
Yeah.
Like not even just like
now,
just
granted,
farting around.
Ivo's stuff that he was on was a little stronger than the caffeine that we're kicking on.
Yeah.
But yeah. You just keep on moving. You don't have to worry about it.
Arguably just as addictive.
Oh, well, yeah. We've talked about that already. That caffeine addiction is definitely playing out in my life. So.
Maybe I'm not addicted to caffeine.
Maybe caffeine's addicted to me. For sure. Can you blame it?
No, obviously not.
Brooke came down a while ago from her and Tori recording. And I'm like, hey, did you leave the heater on up there? And she goes, yeah. I'm like, you're supposed to turn it off. And she got all mad at me. She's like, you're the one that left it on last time, tried to burn the house down.
That's what insurance is for. So, Josh.
Hey, Josh.
Got a question for you.
I love questions.
All right. Would you rather...
I actually hate them, but it's...
Right. All right. Would you rather be forgotten by everyone you love
Oof.
or be remembered for something you didn't do.
Be forgotten by everybody that I love, or be remembered for something
that you
didn't do.
So it could be like one of the greatest things in the world, and you have all the credit for it, but you didn't do it.
So you're saying I have to choose between these two things, right?
Yeah.
It's like one of those is going to happen.
Yeah, it's not like you get to be remembered for something you didn't do, and but your family doesn't remember you.
Oh, yeah. I would rather be remembered for something that I didn't do. I mean, I know it's dishonest in a sense, but like the idea of like my whole, like everybody that I love not knowing who I am or remembering me.
Yeah.
I think I'd rather get credit for something that wasn't mine.
Okay.
I like the fact that it doesn't specify.
So Thomas Edison.
Well, it doesn't specify whether it was good or bad either,
Right,
though.
too.
It's
So, like, what if it's like a complete atrocity?
Yeah, I was about to say. Like you remember that Josh-iverse guy? He was the one that led the Nazis. It's
Right,
like,
yeah.
whoa, easy there, bud.
Time out.
Yeah, I was shooting more for the good side of things.
Yeah.
Like I invented airplanes.
Yeah, it's like the the monkey's paw thing.
Yeah, right. Yeah. It's like there's a blessing and a curse mixed together somehow. That's interesting. What would you have picked?
I probably would go the same thing. Just
Yeah.
be remembered for something I didn't do.
Well, it's hard because like the most basic human need is to feel loved,
Right.
and the people that love us in that sense, like us, our friends, our family, all that kind of stuff, for them to forget who you are in a sense would be, man, what a knife to the chest that would feel like. Whereas getting credit for something I didn't do, I mean, it's like, trust me, I'd feel bad about it, but at the same time, I don't know that it would like ruin me.
Yeah, but I guess it would give you the chance to maybe have them love you again in a different way. You know what I mean? Like if they forget, it doesn't say that you can't. Yeah, that's a
very interesting one, because I've always kind of thought about that in the sense that if something were to happen to Brooke, where she forgot who I am, right?
Mm-hmm.
Would I be able to convince her to love
me?
Yeah.
I guess that's a whole like separate thing. Like, could you convince somebody to love you?
Right. Because for anybody out there listening that doesn't know my wife, Brooke, I hit a gold mine. And I still haven't to this day figured out how I managed to land her. Right.
Yeah.
Like it's one of those cases where it's like I married so far out of my league that I'm like, if she ever catches on,
it's over.
It's gonna be terrible for me. So I've always been like, I just wondered, I wondered if after years of marriage or whatever, if she were to like somehow forget who I am, or something were to happen like to her brain or whatever, would she still pick me on the other side of that?
Would you try to notebook it if she had like Alzheimer's? Try to make her remember and fall in love with you again?
Oh yeah. Like I think you kind of have to in a sense, right? Like if it's like if two people mutually love each other that much and stuff, if you get that opportunity where you kind of it's like 50 First Dates too, type of thing, where you have to every day kind of re-explain to the person, this is who I am. And I don't know if you do today, but like every other day before the past few years, you loved me with everything that you were and stuff, and kind of like helping them to see that. I think you'd have to continue in that pursuit to some degree.
Right.
That was a good question. Are we ready to fire this thing off for the day?
Yeah, let's do this.
Good morning, Josh.
Good morning, Josh.
Recognize me? No? Well, I'm Josh.
I got suspended from school because of Josh.
You're going to be there with me in every way imaginable, Josh.
Josh is truly in a trance, yes.
I went to high school with Josh, and I can tell you right now, he's a terrific kisser.
Hi, I'm Josh.
Josh, these are people's jobs we're talking about, Josh.
Thank you very much. Hi. Josh walking in the door wasn't even close.
Josh, you are a muffin-snuggling pirate puncher.
Josh is a good guy. We can talk to him.
Please welcome Joshua.
Josh!
So, change of roles today, like we've already talked about, because I was coughing and stuff a while ago.
Oh, yeah.
And we said that Josh and I had flipped roles because usually it's him. But today, it's a little bit of a change of roles because typically Josh is the one who brings the games and kind of questions to the table.
Yes, I do.
For me.
I don't like this because
so
I'm on this side of the table of this.
That's right. Today, I'm going to be playing a game with Josh. And this is a game based on a very common thing that you know a lot about because we've talked about this before. the Mandela Effect.
Oh crap!
Yeah. So I'm gonna test you. I have a list of 14 common Mandela effects among people, and we're gonna see what you know today.
Okay.
So a lot of these, because of the nature of it, you know how so for everybody out there, if you're listening, you don't know what the Mandela Effect is. The Mandela Effect is this idea that basically like entire generations of people will believe one thing to be true. Yeah. Even though it's not.
Right. It's like a shared memory. There have been instances where, and I won't get into it because this might be a question.
You might give an example of one that I'm going to mention in here. That is one of those cases. So, So
it stems from the idea that everybody thought Nelson Mandela had died in prison.
Correct. Yeah,
and then he was actually alive. He was released from prison.
They released him from prison, and like the whole world was like, "Wait, what?"
So that's where the term Mandela Effect comes from.
Correct.
Is the fact that everybody thought he was dead. He's not, and he, it's that shared memory.
Yeah. So the whole world thought that he was dead, and then he turned out not to be. So, so like, when we talk about these things, I just want to be clear with everybody. Josh has not seen the list of things that I have before me prepared today, and
I'm gonna answer them how I remember them, not the quote unquote right ones.
Yes, yeah.
Because like I've seen lists and stuff because I was
and I tried to intentionally pick ones that were not like the most famous ones, so that they wouldn't be quite as easy for you to do that,
like
right? So
Curious George.
Well, so that might be one of them.
Okay.
But, so we'll talk about it. But so Josh is not allowed to Google anything while we're doing this. So he's hands off keyboard while we're doing the questions and stuff. And then
I even put my laptop slightly down.
He closes the lid a little bit so he can't see and stuff. So, all right. So let's jump into it.
Okay,
Josh, this is maybe an easy one, maybe not. Could you describe for me Pikachu's tail in detail?
So this one, how I remember it. He was primarily yellow with black, and his tail was a lightning bolt, and at the end of his tail, which would be the not closest to his body but furthest away, I remember it having a black stripe at the end of that tail.
Right.
Because it went through, and honestly, I almost want to say I remember because he had the black like little triangles or whatever on his back. And I've distinctly remembered it basically continuing the pattern down his tail.
Okay, I see what you're saying.
So like it goes with the pattern.
So interestingly enough, Pikachu does have like black on parts of him, right?
Yeah.
The stripes you're talking about on his back are actually kind of like a reddish color, and then on his, I looked up pictures of it to make sure because I promise you this freaked me out.
I hate it. I hate this dimension.
But you mentioned the one that's the big one is that people from our generation in particular remember Pikachu with a black tip on his tail.
Right.
As a matter of fact, like lots of people outside of our generation alone remember this.
Right.
He has never had
and
tip on his tail.
That's one of those things that still blow my mind today.
Yeah.
Like I don't like it. Like,
I told Sky, I was like, I distinctly know that he has like a black, like you said, that little stripe on the very end of his tail. And nope, I looked it up, and there's a billion different sources that are like, no. And now, granted, I'm going to say this for all of these, that I'm a little bit of a conspiracy theorist. That I think there's just some people who have some control over the internet that are really messing with us.
So here's the thing, and I know
we're going to get into one of those.
And
that one, if it's the same one that I'm thinking about, I'll literally fight people over it. Like,
okay.
So anyways, could you please describe the Monopoly Man in detail?
So the Monopoly Man is a older gentleman with a suit, a tie, or a bow tie, and a top hat with a monocle. But he does not have a monocle.
Correct.
Because so this is my theory with this one.
Okay.
This is my theory with this one. Everybody associates it with the Monopoly Man because of Ace Ventura.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I know what you're talking about. Yeah.
Because that dude had a monocle.
Right.
He looked identical to, and I used to know what the Monopoly Man's name was, but I can't remember it.
Yeah, I don't remember that right offhand either.
But anyway, he goes up, he has a monocle. He's like, oh, thanks for the free parking. and then just like goes. But
so good.
but I think that one specifically is attributed to Ace Ventura.
Yeah, okay.
Because people just Monopoly Man, dude had a monocle. That's
fair.
where
I hadn't thought about that, like associated those two in a long time.
That's my little conspiracy theory.
Okay.
Like there's different things at play in media and things like that that influence how we remember these things.
So Jim Carrey is the nefarious mind behind the monocle on the Monopoly Man.
100%.
Okay. The third one, in Snow White, what does the evil queen say to her mirror?
If it's not mirror, mirror on the wall, who is the fairest of them all, I might flip this table.
It is not mirror, mirror on the wall. It is it is magic mirror on the wall.
No, it's not.
Who's the fairest of them all? It indeed is. I looked it up just to make sure. And I want to say this, any of these that have to do with things that are like in film or song, I actually looked them up to just ensure and like make sure. And sure enough, they're all spot on.
See, I'm trying to think if I have Sleeping Beauty on Puffbox VHS. Because like some of these, I want to go back and actually watch
the OG.
Without it being go find a VCR. Make sure it doesn't have any way to connect to the internet to phone it in.
They're still messing with us. I know it, man. They got
wrap it in tinfoil.
That's hilarious. Okay, number 4. So yeah, it's magic mirror on the wall, is what she says. Number 4. Could you sing or speak the final line of the song "We Are the Champions"?
This is another one that frustrates me, and I think I know why. So it should end in "We are the champions ... of the world."
But it doesn't.
But it doesn't.
Yeah,
it
ends with the simple line, "We are the champions," and that's it.
But I think, and I would have to dig back deeper into this.
Mm-hmm.
I think there is a version. It's not the main version,
right?
But it's a live version or something like that. Or I'm remembering it from the end of one of the Mighty Ducks movies where they're around the campfire,
right,
singing that song, and I think they say "of the world." It might be D2.
Kind of fades out with them doing that last line like that.
Yeah, and it's media influencing memories. I should have brought my tinfoil hat.
Yes. Number 5 is one that you brought up a while ago. Does Curious George have a tail?
He's a monkey, so your memory should have a tail. But you're gonna make me mad and say he doesn't have a tail.
He does not have a tail.
Oh my gosh!
Not in any of the publications.
Even like the old ones, like the books or anything.
None of them. He's never had a tail. I know. It bugs me too. Josh's face of disappointment right now, and they're only going to get worse.
But like that's the thing. Like okay, like swinging from the tree
is always from his arms or his
feet arms,
whatever it's called. Yeah, farms.
All
right, this one's a fun one for me because Sky saw me visibly get angry earlier with this one. Could you please describe for me the color chartreuse?
Isn't it like it's a shade of green, isn't it?
Okay, so you know different than I do. It is. It's a shade of yellow green. I'm going to see if I can rotate this just enough for you to be able to see that square.
That's lime green.
That's that's chartreuse though. It's like It's like a lime green.
See, I thought it was a darker version of that.
No, so the funny thing is the Mandela Effect deal with this, and this is
red.
No, it's like a plum color. Is like
I wouldn't think chartreuse. I would think like blue or green.
No, it's me and like every other red-blooded American from our generation. They said it's a huge thing. Like tons and tons of people think that chartreuse, and they even had that example that I showed Josh a color sample off of a website basically that was giving all the different colors, and I showed him what chartreuse looks like. It's a lime green, it's like a lemon lime green, like a yellowish green color, and they had another picture that had like bars of the actual chartreuse beside what we think the chartreuse is, and it's like a plum color, but they had them together to show like this is what a generation remembers it as, is this plum color, and this is what it actually is. And it made me angry.
See, I don't know. I guess my color palette isn't that well defined.
Hey, good for you. You actually knew what that one was. All right, moving on to number 7. What is Forrest Gump's famous line?
Mama always said life's like a box of chocolates. You never know what you're gonna get.
Okay, so without the accent, say just the what did Mama say?
Life is like a box of chocolate.
Life was like a box of chocolate.
No.
Yep.
Nope. No.
I promise you.
You're wrong. You're wrong. I hate it here.
You, sir, are incorrect. Will not be convinced of anything other. Trust me, that was one that like melted my mind too. Okay, are you ready for my big one? This is like huge, and this is the one that I'm absolutely willing to go to war for. Do you remember a movie starring Sinbad?
Shazam?
Thank you.
Yes, with the boombox. No, wait, that was Kazam. Kazam was the boombox.
Mm-hmm.
So
Kazam was a genie movie starring
Shaquille
O'Neal. Sinbad starred in Shazam, a movie that came out way earlier than Shaquille O'Neal's movie.
Yeah. Yes, I still believe that there is a Sinbad movie. However, what I think people are doing is they're merging two movies together, and they're merging Kazam and I believe it's House Guest, where Sinbad plays.
I know what you're talking about. It's not though.
I know, but I think that's what people are trying to say are the delineation between Shazam. Right. That you're remembering parts of this movie with Sinbad,
right,
and then parts of this movie with Shaquille O'Neal, and you're merging them together. I swear I remember this one because if I'm going to describe this, because Shaquille O'Neal had the typical genie outfit, but it was purple.
Yes,
I remember Sinbad's character in Shazam as more of the desert color, like the white, the gold.
He went back and forth. So he had like a windbreaker suit from that era back in like the late 80s, early 90s. And he would go from that to exactly what you're talking about. Full turban, the whole 9 yards, like that sand colored thing. So the funny thing about this one is that like the list that I was looking at said definitively there is no movie, right? So I did a deep dive. Come to find out, there's actually like there are snippets that you can find still on the internet in places, and even on IMDb there's an article that says we found it, it's real, and talks about how basically that movie has been systematically removed from the internet. Somebody's trying to hide this movie from us, and they're playing it off like it never happened. But listen, I'm telling you out there, if you're a listener right now, I've seen this movie. I watched it when I was young. Yeah, we know the truth. Don't let the government lie to you.
Okay, just kind of, I want to rip this Band-Aid all the way off. Do you have the clothing company on here, on your list of questions?
No, I don't have a clothing company on here. What's that one?
Fruit of the Loom.
Oh, about their logo?
Yes.
Yeah.
Do you know what they've come out with now?
No.
They have been gaslighting the internet.
How so?
It did have a cornucopia at one point.
They said that for
yes.
Yes, let's go.
So they were literally trying to buy into the Mandela effect and say, "Oh no, it was just fruit." And like people have found clothes that
With
have
the
the
cornucopia,
cornucopia on
yep.
it, and they finally had to be like, oh yeah, no, it had the thing, yeah. So that was the one that like,
So they were just doing it for like,
oh yeah,
to get their name out there some more on the internet.
because they changed their logo and then be
Yeah.
like, oh no, our logo's always been the
See,
same.
I think that something happened with Sinbad where he didn't care for that movie or his representatives didn't want it out there and
Right.
stuff. And they put together like some campaign of people to go on and try to scrub it from the internet. Mm-hmm. And yep, it's real. I'm telling you, like that was one that I'm like, I will absolutely go to fisticuffs with anybody that wants to stand against that one. I know I watched that movie on VHS when I was a kid. So anyways, number 9. Could you tell me where New Zealand is in relation to Australia? So we're not even going to try to deny that New Zealand's a country, but
Well, of course it's a country. That's where most of the Lord of the Rings were
Lord of the Rings. That's right. Yeah.
So, okay, wait. Okay, I'm trying to. Okay, so I'm guessing what people can confuse New Zealand as is the Philippines, because the Philippines are the islands that are, if you're looking at a globe, they are on the northeast side of coming off of China and Japan, coming down.
So southeast of China and Japan.
Yes,
northeast of Australia.
Australia.
Okay. Yeah.
New Zealand is.
I just love the fact that this whole thing, the Mandela Effect, just makes you second guess everything that you know in life.
Isn't it like kind of just right? It's not that far. It's not as far as people think from Australia.
No, it's not far at all.
It's kind of right off of the northwest coast of Australia.
No. It's actually southeast. Like
It is southeast?
you're kind of
Okay.
in the right thing. Most people think that it's northeast, like you said.
Well, yeah, and that's the Philippines.
Philippines. If southeast
Okay, it is
actually
southeast.
where New Zealand is.
Because my brain immediately wanted to go, oh no, it's
I was gonna gaslight you for half a second and just be like, neither, it doesn't exist, and just like crash your whole world.
well, we almost made it to 50 episodes.
That'd have been hilarious. All right, number 10. Let's keep rolling.
It's actually off the coast of Africa. Morocco doesn't exist.
Yeah. It's actually the 51st state.
No, that's Canada.
Oh, Canada. Number 10. Could you please sing or recite the first line of the Mr. Rogers Neighborhood theme song? You got to remember now. I'll give you the first 3 words.
I honestly don't. The only is like, would you be
It's a beautiful day
in the neighborhood?
in this neighborhood.
Shut up.
Dead serious. I actually went back and watched 2 episodes of Mr.
On the internet?
Rogers on the internet.
Well, see, there it is.
Well, I know, I understand, but these were like OG stuff, and yeah, he says it's a beautiful day in this neighborhood, not the neighborhood. So the funny thing is that Sky, thinking the same way that you were thinking and going, well, it's the internet, right? We can't trust it. She was like, no, and she jumps up, runs into our dining room where Brooke has a Mr. Rogers book. That the title of it is "It's a Beautiful Day in the Neighborhood." So she grabs it and is like showing it to me, and I'm like, yeah, but that's a book that somebody else wrote and stuff like that. They probably had Mandela Effect stuff going on too. But she opens up on the inside of the book, it has the lyrics to the song on the first pages of it, and sure enough, "It's a Beautiful Day in this Neighborhood" is written in there as well.
I hate it here.
Our childhoods are just crumbling before
here it
us.
is. Here it is. The world really did end in 2012. This is just a divergent timeline. Everything else that we remember is in a different timeline.
All right, number 11. You ready? I'll keep crashing the world.
Nope. Let's go.
What's the name of the character who says only you can prevent forest fires?
Smokey the Bear?
It's very close. It's just
Smokey Bear. Okay, I can accept that one.
Sure. I can too, but at the same time, like,
No, I don't. I accept it, but I don't.
Because I asked Sky, like, I asked her that question because she's young, right? So she's not in the whole Mandela Effect thing with all of us. I asked her that question, and she goes, "Oh, Smokey Bear," and I'm like, I don't understand how. Like, we were like, I told her, I said, you got to understand, every generation that's older than the age of like 25 right now, it's Smokey the Bear. Like, we all say "the" in there. And she's like, "No, it's just Smokey Bear." I'm like, "All right, shut up, go away." Ain't nobody got time for all that negativity. Number 12. There's a vampire movie from 1994 that stars Brad Pitt and Christian Slater. Could you tell me the title of that vampire movie?
Interview with a Vampire?
Close again.
Interview with the Vampire?
Interview with the Vampire.
Okay, my gut reaction was to say Interview with a Vampire, but...
It's always been Interview with a Vampire to me as well, but I did look that one up on IMDb, and it's sure enough.
Yeah.
So you'll remember from... Man, this might have been before us. I don't remember timelines really well. Tiananmen Square.
With the tank?
With the tank. What happened to the man holding the bags of groceries that stood in front of the tank?
Nothing.
Yeah, so you remember it correctly. And I think the part of this is that you and I are from a generation that's just young enough that we've always just seen the replays of the video, right?
Right.
And they would never show somebody being run over by a tank. But the generations older than us remember that as that he got ran over by the tank. That was like a big thing that sparked on more of what happened in China and stuff. And so
I've always remembered that he didn't get the tank just stopped and like somebody like
there was like
him out of the way
basically for a while, and then like more of the guys came in and removed
drug
him
off the way.
Yeah. Last one, number 14. The movie The Silence of the Lambs. What does Hannibal say to Clarice when she walks in?
Hello, Clarice.
That's what we all remember.
Oh, crap.
It's good evening, Clarice. I knew that was going to be one for us because I'm the same way. I use that line all the time. Hello, Clarice. Like doing that just to like, when you're messing with people and stuff.
Right.
And sure enough, looked it up, watched the clip again. Good evening, Clarice.
And again, it's one of those things where, I mean, I know why you didn't bring it up, but like the whole Vader and Luke Skywalker.
Yeah. So you and I have talked about that one before, so I didn't feel like I should throw it on the list and stuff. But yes.
No, I am your father instead of Luke,
if you don't know, he doesn't say, Luke, I am your father. He says, no, I am your father.
Yeah. So that's one of those things. I actually have a Tervis cup that has that on it. So it's one of those things where it's like, oh, that's what he says. Yeah. But it's, and I had this discussion with one of my coworkers yesterday as a recording with the line from Tombstone. One of the most famous lines from Tombstone. Yeah. I'm your Huckleberry. Mm-hmm. So I found out because I was always under the impression that that's what you think he says, but he actually says, I'm your hucklebearer. Yeah, there was a weird myth that that's what he says. Huh. So because on a casket, the things that you hold the casket is a huckle.
Oh, okay.
So basically, like, I'll carry your coffin, which is one of the most like baddest things to say to somebody,
right? Yeah.
Especially, but that was a myth that was circulating that he didn't say Huckleberry, he said Hucklebearer.
He does say Huckleberry, though.
Yeah, he does.
Because I think I was looking 6 billion times in my life. So,
dude, I'm so excited. I'm going to Arizona and we're going to Tombstone.
Oh, let's go,
dude! I'm so excited. Awesome. But it's one of those things where with the age of this internet and everything, anything can take ground so quickly.
Yeah, for sure. Well, that's the thing is like so many people like with things like this, one person says something about like, oh, that's not actually how you remember it, and it's almost kind of humorous and to a degree because I think that there's a ton of people who are actually gaslighting other people into believing that they've fallen victim to the Mandela effect when they actually haven't. Like I'll die on this hill, the Sinbad movie.
Right.
Like they're all lying to us and trying to tell us that movie
Fruit
didn't
of the
exist,
Loom.
but it was there. Yeah.
Fruit of the Loom is 100% an example that was like, oh no, we actually did have a cornucopia. We just were messing with you. No, you weren't. You were gaslighting.
Right. You gaslit people so that people would talk about your brand again. Because Fruit of the Loom has not been like a thing for. I mean, they still sell underwear, but it's if you're man, I'm gonna throw myself in a hole right now. it is pretty much like if you're like a 65 or older year-old man and you wear tidy whities, you rock Fruit of the Looms.
Fruit of the Looms are Hanes because I can always remember
But I like Hanes though. Like I wear Hanes boxer briefs like now.
Yeah, I
like the way they're fit.
I have some in my rotation.
Yeah, but
I usually wear more athletic ones just because I'm constantly moving all day. So they stay tight around my.
Well, that's what these are.
Massive quads.
They're the Hanes, and I have Hanes and Reebok brand. Like
same. I think I have and one branded ones, and I usually just whenever underwear's on sale, I'll just grab whatever's on sale.
Heck yeah!
Except for like every once in a while, like you'll get a pair that the waistband doesn't fit just right, and it rolls all the time, and you end up fighting with that.
Rolling waistbands, and then the ones like for me, it's usually that as the underwear begin to wear out, the leg part like stretches too much, and it just doesn't hold in place anymore. So then I have to end up replacing them. Speaking of, Christmas is coming up, and I need new underwear. So if any of my family members are listening to this, hint, hint.
Okay, so there was a Christmas where I didn't get socks.
Ask me about sizes.
I didn't get socks for Christmas, and I was legitimately mad.
Yeah. I totally get that.
And usually we'll get like gimmicky socks, which I love gimmicky socks.
I do too.
I've had ones where like it was like an avocado working out and just an avocadio.
There it is. I love it.
And Macy's actually has a ton of those like gimmicky Christmas socks, and I love them.
I've got tons of them because Brooke. So Brooke actually gave me a pair of socks with her face on it, which I love those. But Brooke gave me one year, I think when we were going to go down to the Harry Potter World stuff in Florida, she gave me a pair of socks that are the Marauders map on them. And then Melissa, our friend, gave me a pair of socks that are like the same colors and everything, but it's the map of Middle Earth from the Lord of the Rings is on them. But I have superhero socks. I have hot sauce, like a whole line of hot sauce socks that are either like, chili peppers or flames and stuff on them. I've got, I got a bunch of them. I have tons of randomly funny socks.
Yeah, I have Naruto ones. I have
Star Wars, lots of those.
Goonies ones. I have Deadpool ones. And like just ones that I see that I'm like, ooh, I want those.
Yeah. Socks are like the best way to include something fun and kind of like, spunky in on your outfit without having to be quite as ostentatious about it, right? So like if you're in a situation like I am when I'm preaching and stuff, I can't just wear like a superhero t-shirt or something like that. I usually wear like a collared shirt, but my two things that I will use to kind of throw some pizzazz in on my outfit on a Sunday morning is my belt buckles, because you know that I have like Batman. I have one that's a Nintendo controller. Right. I got a bunch of different ones like that of like belt buckles that I'll use, or I'll wear like really funky socks just to kind of at least feel like I'm doing something to be
one
funny.
Year at Chipotle, we did as a crew, we did a Christmas sock exchange.
Yes, that's a great idea.
So like you bought a pair of socks, threw them in a bag.
Yep.
And then, as soon as you, like everybody did, like whoever brought socks in, you just like reached in the bag and pulled out like a wrapped thing of socks, and which was really cool.
Just to be funny, I would have had to gone to like a shoe shop and gotten some of those little like those crazy looking little socks that they have. Women that don't have socks on can try on different shoes without putting their bare foot in them. I would have had to go get some of those and wrap them up in there too, along with an actual pair of socks. But
so if you're looking for any gift ideas for Josh and I,
socks, man,
socks and underwear.
But the funnier the better socks.
Oh yeah,
like don't send me another pair of dress socks. I got plenty of those. I don't need them. But yeah, I will say this. Speaking of socks, last year, I think it was last year, Chris, like right before Christmas time, because we were going on the mission trips down in North Carolina. I went to Sam's Club and they had like a 6-pack of pairs of Eddie Bauer that are like the not wool lined, but like warmer socks, like thicker ones that are boot socks. I bought that pack from there, and I love those socks. They're hot, like they can't work in them or anything like that. But if you're just wearing them, just like I'm around the office or around the house and stuff like that, I absolutely love their socks.
Yeah, I'll get a pair of socks and I'll wear them out because I wear them so much and wash them. And
the ones I'm wearing right now have holes in the bottom of them. So
yeah, well, and I'm very superstitious when it comes to some things. So I'm a little stitious. I'm not like superstitious.
Yeah, right.
Stitious.
I'm just stitious. I'm not
because like a week from today is the Ohio State Michigan game, which is a very arduous time in my household because I have raised my kids correctly, and they are Michigan fans. So it'll be this episode will come out after the game, so we'll already know what happened. So, so it's one of those things. I literally have a special pair of socks that I wear. Like the last 4 years, I've worn the same pair of socks,
and he doesn't wash them.
No. They haven't been washed in 4 years, but literally I wear them one day out of the year.
One day out of the year, yeah. Oh, just for that.
Just for that particular day.
That's not so bad then.
Yeah,
I went entire seasons of soccer without washing my uniform.
Oh, I was the worst
because we like our whole team did it though. Like we were the stinkingest group of boys.
I got yelled at by my coaches because I never took my practice uniform and stuff home. So it was just sitting in the locker room, just festering.
I think you mean standing in the locker room.
Well, like, yeah, that was the thing. Like, there was like, when it would rain, like there was puddles, and all of the linemen, we would belly dive through the puddles.
Yeah.
And it would just go right on the pads in the locker.
Gross. Awesome, but gross.
Yeah, my mom liked it because she didn't have to wash it every week.
Of course.
But everybody else
she's
hated
like once a season.
Yeah. You come home and she's like, "Huh?"
Yeah. What? She puts on her hazmat suit.
2319. 2319.
Your whole house looks like when E.T. was like at Elliot's place.
Like the tent over it.
They
with
unzip the thing on the plastic, bring it in. All right, you got anything else for me in this episode?
Oh, I would say, like, what are your top Christmas movies? Since it's coming up on Christmas now. We're kind of talking about that.
So this is like no surprise to anyone that knows me well enough. One of my favorite movies, Christmas or not, is National Lampoon's Christmas Vacation.
Okay.
I absolutely love that movie. I understand, like, if you're out there, like, if younger ears, it's not for you yet.
No.
Wait until you're like at least 13, maybe older.
Yeah.
To watch that one and stuff like that. But because it's got some language and stuff in it, some different, like, more adult subjects in that sense. But that movie is absolutely hilarious. That is my tradition, is every year on Thanksgiving night.
That's when you start.
After we're done celebrating Thanksgiving and stuff like that, as I go to bed on Thanksgiving night, I always turn on Christmas Vacation. That's the first Christmas related thing that I do every single year. And I'm not a traditions kind of guy. Like, I don't have a whole lot of traditions. That's one that like almost like clockwork. I watched Christmas Vacation. So Christmas Vacation is probably like my absolute top tier Christmas movie. After that, like I have several of them that I like. Surprisingly, I'm not a big Will Ferrell fan at all, but Elf, that movie just kind of hits a funny bone that I really enjoy. In a sense, it's one of his better ones, and of him playing a role. So I like Elf a lot. Die Hard,
obviously,
of course.
Obviously,
yeah.
I mean, that should be in any top rotation for.
I saw some more slander on the internet this week of them again trying to disprove that Die Hard is a Christmas movie. What about you? Like, what's some of your top ones?
I would say probably going from like 3 to 1. Die Hard would definitely be number 3. It's just one of those movies where it's a well-rounded movie.
Yeah,
because you get the action, you get like the suspense and things like that with, happening on Christmas Eve. Like, again, I don't understand how that's not a Christmas movie. It literally happens on Christmas Eve. Number 2 would be
the fact that John McClane, barefoot, walking over glass with a wife beater on, takes down essentially like a small military operation that's trying to take over Nakatomi Plaza. If you don't consider that to be a Christmas miracle, then
you don't have a heart.
Yeah, just like grow up.
National Lampoon's is number 2. Even watching that movie, tens of almost probably close to 100 times, like, it's still funny.
It remains hilarious, and it's so fun to quote along with it.
Oh gosh, yeah.
Because you know all the little things that you're going through and stuff.
Be more surprised if I woke up with my head stapled to the bed.
So I'll throw into, I should include this one before we get to your number 1, is I think that Home Alone has to be in the list too.
Oh yeah, for sure.
I love Home Alone
1 and 2 especially. Like, they've made like 5 other ones.
Yeah,
it's not the same.
I barely include 2. I like 2. It was all right.
Mm-hmm.
The first one is like
the first one
gold.
is more believable.
it's more believable. I think at the same time, it's just that like there were so many lines and stuff. You know what I'm saying, from that first one. Like, I don't remember lines from the second one. The second one was entertaining because it's still, you're going through the process of, like, him planning out how he's going to get him and stuff and get him caught and everything. And so there's, like, some of the kind of the funniness of that and the excitement of what is Kevin McAllister going to do to these two guys again, to Marv and Harry. But I think that, like, the first one, it's just, like, the whole way through it, you're like, keep the change, you filthy animal. You're quoting everything along with it. You know, it's just, I think it's, I think it's just such a well put together movie.
And then my number one is more of a tradition nostalgia one, and that is A Christmas Story.
Okay,
It's one of those things where I remember like being at my grandparents' house, 8 o'clock on New Year or Christmas Eve, turning on TBS and watching A Christmas Story for like the whole day.
Yeah.
And it's one of those. I don't know. It's more of a nostalgia thing. Like I will turn it on and just leave it on all day.
Right.
And it's more of the like, well, I'll just passively watch it. But it's one of those Christmas traditions that I try not to give up. And like I've gotten my kids love it.
Started on it. Yeah.
And it's one of those things where it's just that. Now, are there Christmas movies that you refuse to watch or watch in protest?
Well, so I'll say about A Christmas Story real quick that my roommate David, when I was in college at East Carolina, he's a 24-hour Christmas Story watcher. Like when they do the 24 hours of the Christmas Story, but he's like, if you touch the dial on that TV while The Christmas Story is on, I'll remove your hand from your body. Kind of dedicated to it. Like he loves that movie.
I still have not gone up to Cleveland.
Yeah, to the house and stuff.
Yeah.
Lynette and a bunch of people have been up there. They said it's awesome.
Yeah.
So anyways, as far as ones that I like absolutely refuse to watch.
Or watch under protest.
Yeah, watch under protest. I was trying to think through any of the big ones, like like Miracle on 34th Street, White Christmas. There's a few of those that I don't really care for.
Mm-hmm.
I'd probably watch it under protest if somebody really wanted to watch it. I'm actually a big fan of like the Grinch movies, like Jim Carrey's The Grinch, and then the new animated one, like the newer one. Both of those are great.
Yeah,
like, good movies.
I don't know if I've actually sat down and watched the animated Grinch one.
The new one?
I know I've seen bits and pieces of it, but I haven't. It hasn't garnered my attention. To like sit there and actually watch it.
It's actually pretty decent. You should watch it. Like
as long as it's along the lines of the Lorax, I freaking love the Lorax.
It is. The jokes and the banter throughout that newer Grinch it's super solid.
And then one that there are two that I will watch under protest. Anything other than the original Santa Claus, I will watch under protest. Like Santa Claus 2, 3.
Yeah.
Like I'll watch them.
I'm with you on that one.
But
I like the first
don't want to watch it.
Right.
And the other one is Elf.
Really?
It just doesn't. The more I watch it, the more I can tolerate it.
Okay.
But it's in the same vein as Napoleon Dynamite for me. Like I don't find it as funny as other people do.
See, I think Elf has had like,
to me, it's more quotable than watchable.
Sure, I get that, but I think that Elf, for me at least, has grown on me like more and more. Like the first time I watched it and stuff, I think I was watching it with that kind of mindset of, it's Will Ferrell.
Right.
I don't really care for him, that kind of thing.
I don't even think it's a bad movie. It's just, it doesn't do anything for me.
Sure. Yeah, the further I got into it, though, I'm like, especially when Miles is in the office with him, and he's like, oh, he must be one of those South Pole elves. I'm like, some of that stuff is
Peter
really
Dinklage
funny.
Killed that little.
Call me an elf one more time.
You're feeling big. You're feeling strong. Call me an elf one more time.
He must be a South Pole elf. That's so good.
Yeah, like that's that scene, and I think the first time I watched it, the only time I laughed out loud was when he goes to put the star on top of the tree that they cut down from the park.
Oh gosh, when he bounces off the couch,
yeah, and jumps up.
Every time I've watched that movie, I wheeze laugh at that part. It's hilarious.
Yeah, it's one of those things where I remember going to watch it in the movie theater because I think that was what stemmed it. Is like I was like, I don't want to go watch this.
Yeah.
Because Christmas is probably one of my least favorite holidays.
Yeah, we've talked about that before. I'm not a big fan at all of the commercialized.
Yeah, and
Christmas
that's what it is. Like,
I love the meaning of Christmas. I love what we're celebrating at Christmas time.
Right.
But I don't like I do my best to put on the happy face because Brooke loves Christmas time. She loves decorating for Christmas, all that stuff, and so I try to not seem as begrudging as I probably feel on the inside and help out with all that kind of stuff. But I'm not a huge fan.
It's one of those things where I'll take the kids and we'll go to Dunkin' or Starbucks and get hot chocolate, and we'll go around at night and go look at Christmas lights
and stuff. Yeah, for sure.
And we'll also go down to the Columbus Zoo and go through the wild lights and everything because those are amazing.
Yeah, we've always liked going to do that as a family. And here in Wadsworth, Ohio, for everybody that's listening, we have a house that's called the Griswold House that they do up their entire house with all the lights. So the whole house is covered in Italian twinkling lights or whatever, and then they actually park a replica of the RV.
Yep.
They have mannequins outside that are dressed as all the characters.
They have the burned up Christmas tree. They have the
burned up chair.
They have the sled, the saucer sled.
Saucer sleds out there,
and it's really cool. And they raise money for charity.
They raise money for charity.
MDA charity, muscular dystrophy.
I don't remember right offhand.
Yeah.
But they have as you drive in, they have a radio station that if you tune into it, it's playing quotes from the movie and songs from the movie and all that kind of stuff. And it kind of gives you a little bit of information about what they're doing with the proceeds from it. But it is a really, really cool thing, especially if you're like us and you're a big fan of Christmas Vacation. It's just a good time to go over there during the holidays. We always take one evening and go over and just kind of walk around and explore it and check it out. So it's good stuff.
Cool.
Yep, love some Christmas movies. I would say this though, absolutely refuse to watch anything Hallmark related.
It's the same movie.
Yeah, they're just regurgitating the same storyline.
Let me
Big
leave my successful life with my fiance who treats me fairly and treats me amazingly to go back to my high school boyfriend who treated me like crap and left me. Like that. That's every single stinking Hallmark
Everyone
movie.
Leaves the big city, goes back to small town, finds the guy that was a turd back in the day, but who has somehow gotten his life together, and leaves the guy who actually treated her well and was a good boyfriend back in the big city, and leaves her job and everything else to go pursue small town boy who's going nowhere.
Right.
Usually works in like a lumber store or a
works
cafe.
works on a tree farm, doesn't own a tree farm.
Yeah. Which, by the way, in case you didn't know this, if you're a person who's working on the tree farm but doesn't own the tree farm, usually not making a whole lot of money. So usually screams that their lives aren't going anywhere.
Right, exactly.
Anyways, so just totally abstain from all Hallmark movies as best I can.
All right, that kind of concludes episode 49. We got one more big episode.
That is crazy to think of,
next week.
49 episodes. We'll hit 50 next week is what you guys will be listening to. We're getting ready to record it here in just a minute.
Yeah, because I mean, technically, if you look at it, we have, I think by the time next week's episode comes out, we'll have 52 episods.
Yeah,
technically,
I think we have
because
one
with
for
our
each
pilot
week of the year and stuff. Because we had our pilot that we recorded
and then we did
beforehand.
Our Loveland Frogman Festival,
correct? A special bulletin kind of thing. Yeah, so we have both of those in there as well. So technically, we had one for each week, but those were kind of things we threw out there extra, and we're hoping to do more of that kind of stuff in the future too. Like I know we've talked about like some of the things we talked about early on that were big things that are in Ohio. We're talking about going to go revisit some of those.
Yeah, some of those.
And so we still got to check some of those off. It's just this year has been crazy.
Yeah.
And schedules have been crazy. And so we'll try to fit some more of those things in. I know Josh and I, we love spending time together and going and doing funny things and stuff. And so maybe we'll get a chance to do more of that in the near future, but we will see. Other than that,
check out our link tree. It's in the show notes here, and it'll take you to all the socials. Go ahead and do all the things on the socials, like, share, subscribe, tag friends, tag us when you share, or when you come across something funny on Facebook that's may or may not be AI generated, tag us in it. And if it's a topic, we'll look into it.
Yeah, we don't mind doing the research to see if anything's real or not. So.
Yeah.
So we start starting all of our things off with, hey, everybody, put your tinfoil hats on. Let's go. No, but otherwise, we hope that you guys have an awesome week this week, celebrating as we get closer and closer towards Christmas and everything. I hope that your shopping is going well. Hope that
as of recording, I'm going on Friday. So
you are to go Christmas shopping?
Yeah, we do Black Friday Christmas shopping.
Yeah, I'm hoping that we can. I don't do Black Friday, but
it's
I'm hoping that
nothing like it used to be, which is a shame.
I'm hoping that with Cyber Monday this year, we can get everything in time. And
well,
stuff,
I was to say most of the stuff for Cyber Mondays Amazon started on the 20th for their Black Friday stuff.
Yeah,
so
for sure. So, anyways, we love you guys very much. Hope you have a great week this week, and we will see you in episode 50 coming up here shortly.
Bye.
Bye.
I was like, I thought he had it in the last time we recorded.
Yeah, it was in there.
Man,
I just forgot that it was in there.